want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I mess game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got it down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Damn, my whole team get tired like that.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They go play action here on first down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The Patriots at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones to throw on third down. And this complete to a man they went against in practice for years, Devontae Parker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to get him forward down inside the 10 to the net.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Sanders toss left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Pats are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Nah, I'm on it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
What? Why? I could just use another name.
On the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jalen Waddle with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout. The offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side.
What?
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 14 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play. Sanders diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now our first carry for their fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Now there's a great example of why he gets the ball in certain situations. Who's going to take that big guy out, breaks a couple of tackles, and picks up a nice gain?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 117 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard. 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Another run with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Miles Sanders, 34 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Right back to him on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 163 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 19-yard line. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
If I could be your day.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they mowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it.
Yeah, that little baby on, you know, that used to be a name with the big head.
It's a running play. You're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily forced to turn to the side.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. So he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, you do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Patriots, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now with